Before we do anything else, I'm gonna make the screen black so you can take a look at yourself. Okay, so you should be looking at yourself. Now I want you to say 2 words out loud to yourself. Ready? Shut up. There you go, that's the video. Because the voice in your head that just questioned, oh, why are we doing this? Is the same voice that has been secretly running your whole life. Your brain is literally being controlled by a monkey. Here's the scary truth. You don't actually control your own brain, not nearly as much as you think you do. Every excuse you've ever made, oh, I'll start Monday, oh, I'm just not feeling it right now, I'm tired. That wasn't a decision, that was your monkey brain being lazy and your conscious mind agreeing with it like it was its own idea. Most people, you included, don't actually express their free will. You think you do, but all your actions are secretly being controlled by your monkey brain. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. So we've established that you can't trust yourself, but why should you trust me? That's because I've spent 4 years of my life undoing this exact thing for myself. I meditate daily. I script my thoughts like I'm scripting this video. I'm pretty good at the self-improvement stuff, so for the next 7 minutes, just trust me, bro. I'm gonna talk about a study that should really scare you. Let's talk about some Israeli judges. There's a famous study on Israeli parole boards. You know, like that thing where the judges approve or deny parole for prisoners. You'd think a ruling on someone's literal freedom comes from logical thought, rule of law, the prisoner's good behavior. But researchers track rulings throughout the day. I'm just gonna do a voiceover because it's easier. Basically, researchers tracked rulings throughout the day and they found something really scary, right? Approval rates were at their highest right before a meal break. So these dotted lines represent the meal break. And then this line represents like basically how often they approve of parole. And you can see how the further they got away from a lunch break, the lower the chance the judges actually granted parole. Until it literally hit 0, like it's 0 right here, it's very low here, it's 0 here. And remember, it's a judge's job to be unbiased. A prisoner's freedom wasn't dependent on their good behavior. It was dependent on if the judges had their happy meal. And this should terrify you because these judges, whose literal job it is to be impartial and unbiased, were biased so heavily based off something as simple as their meals. So all these factors, right? Your sleep last night, what you ate, is there caffeine currently running through your system? All of them massively impact your decisions way more than you think, right? Like if a judge's decision-making can be hacked by meal timing, what makes you think that your decision to skip the gym today was based off real rational thought and not your monkey brain? Oh, and by the way, my definition of monkey brain is basically your subconscious mind that secretly impacts your conscious mind a lot more than you think and constantly chases instant gratification. Now here's why your brain does this. There's a principle in physics called the principle of least action. It basically says that particles will always take the laziest possible path from point A to point B. Your brain is the exact same. If there's a shortcut, your brain is gonna take it because that's literally how your brain is hardwired. 10,000 years ago, the brain that was lazy survived. If you had a choice between fighting a bear or picking some berries for fruit, every single time you're gonna pick the berries because the guys who picked the berries instead of fighting the bear were the guys who were able to reproduce and spread their DNA. There's less risk in that scenario, and it really is the better decision. In that case, your monkey brain was actually helpful. But what's important to know is that your brain hasn't been updated. It's not used to Earth 2.0, modern society. You crave sugar because your brain thinks it found a safe berry. You scroll for hours because your brain thinks it's gathering useful information. You grind a video game because your brain thinks you're actually leveling up. Your brain is like the Antikythera mechanism in a world full of Fugaku supercomputers. And the worst part is these trillion-dollar corporations, they know how to manipulate your brain. They know the neuroscience, the psychology. They're paying billions of dollars for researchers so that way they can get you to spend literally an extra second on their app. And that should scare you as well, bro. Like it's not just you against you. You're literally against these like billion-dollar, trillion-dollar corporations that are all vying for your attention. I'll give you my own example and you're probably going to be able to relate to this. Last year I was at a festival and there was a girl there who I thought was so pretty. Like she was exactly my type, right? And she was low-key checking me out. Like I know it sounds cringe, but like you can kind of tell, right? Like they're shooting glance at you, blah, 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 whatever. And I totally thought like, okay, I should go talk to her. Well, on self-improvement code approach, this is something that I should be doing. But as we know, there's a split-second hesitation. And in those 3 seconds, my brain ran a full defense case against it. Oh, you're here with your friends. It'd be embarrassing if she said, no, oh, it looks like she's with her friends and she's just having fun. I'm just having fun. Oh, why do I even care about this? I don't even want a girlfriend anyways right now because, I'm supposed to be locked in on my work. Every one of those sounded reasonable in the moment, but none of them were true. They were just my brain trying to protect itself from a small amount of discomfort. And I listened to it. I listened to my monkey brain. I never ended up talking to her. That monkey brain excuse generator cost me something that I will never get back. And it'll cost you things too, unless you learn how to catch it with his pants down, willy out. So if you actually want control, real discipline, free will over your life, The kind that no matter how lazy or tired or hungry you are, you'll still do exactly what you need to do. There's 3 things. The first one is meditation. I know that your monkey brain is already telling you, oh, I tried it, it's boring and it doesn't work for me. It's wishy-washy. But those are the exact monkey brain excuses that this entire video is about. You don't need an hour. 10 consistent minutes a day, 5 consistent minutes a day is more than enough. Do that shit for about 2 weeks and you'll see the brain fog lift from you. The best way to grow your body is through working out. The best way to grow your brain is through meditation. And it's even better than working out because for meditation, you'll see the benefits in like 2 weeks. Working out, you see the benefits in like 6 months, bro. And I'm not just asking you to do it. I'm fucking demanding you. Go meditate right now, bro. Pause this video right now. Pull up this thing called Medito, okay? Medito, you can search it up online. You can download it in person and just go do a 3-minute session. They'll have introduction courses. Just pick one. Do any of them. If you're still here and you haven't done it, pew, pew, pew. Okay, I don't know what I'm fucking doing. I'm just having fun right now. Okay, number 2. Write down your excuses. Your brain reuses the same lazy excuses and justifications on you because, again, your brain is naturally lazy, right? It's not gonna come up with new excuses if it knows that old ones will still work. A personal example is that for me, almost every single day after lunch, I suffer from like really bad afternoon crashes. I'll always tell myself, oh, it would be better for your work if you took like a 5-minute nap right now and then you went back. You know, oh, a nap would really help me recover. It sounds responsible, but it's not. It's my monkey brain wanting me to lie down and scroll for 3 hours, packaged in like a wrap of self-care. It looks like self-care, but it's really not. And so what I did is I wrote that exact sentence, right? I wrote that exact excuse, that justification on a piece of paper, and I put it on the door to my bedroom. Now, I took it down a while back because, to be honest, I don't need it anymore. But trust me, bro, I really did this. Like, you can look in my small Asian eyes. And when I made that justification, I would walk to my bedroom and I would look at my door with a piece of paper with this exact excuse that had been running in my mind for the last like 30 minutes. And I would be like, oh yeah, that's my monkey brain. Half the power of the excuses and justifications your monkey brain will come up with instantly go away if you're able to just identify them as irrational. Because the next time they come up, you'll clock them. You'll be like, not so fast. You're not gonna get me that easily. And also meditation helps with this a lot. Lastly, watch more Ivan Shao 7 content. You're just saying that for views, man, shut up. You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most amount of time with. And that includes people you watch online. It's not just like people in person, it's also YouTube videos. It's literally this video right now. In the act of watching me, you're becoming a little bit more like me. And if I'm being honest, I've beat all my bad habits. I haven't missed a gym session in more than a year, and I wake up at 5:30 a.m. every single day. I'm pretty good at the self-improvement shit. And if you want to get better as well, absorbing more of my mentality, my mindset, is a pretty good way to do it. That sounds kind of gay, bro, I can't lie. So another example from my own life, right? The period when I was approaching the most amount of people, like cold approaching, just in the gym, out and about, like wherever I was when I was watching hella Hamza videos. And to be honest, I don't remember a single thing from those videos. Like, I don't remember any practical tips. I never did the practical tips or anything, but the mere act of watching like a super confident person who was good at approaching, talking about his cold approaching experiences made me more confident. His persona rubbed off a little bit on me. That also sounds kind of gay. So fill your feed with people who already have what you want, who think how you want to think and watch it shape you into the person you want to be. Here's a few that helped me, okay? So Hamza Ahmed for like red pill, confidence, whatever, masculinity, all that shit. Healthy Gamer GG for like self-reflection, analyzation, like more like psychology. Andrew Huberman for like a bunch of science shit and like really optimizing a life. Bro, like look at your feed right now. It's covered with video game shit and like AI slop. You really want to absorb AI slop? You want to be more like AI slop, bro? Matter of fact, sub to me right now. Sub to me right now, turn on notifications. It would literally be good for you. Like, it's good for you if you do this. And leave a comment as well. Now, of course, I'm saying this because I want to grow my channel. But the other hand is like the commitment into actually putting a comment on a video, subscribing and turning notifications. It is like another level of commitment to the lifestyle that the person is preaching. And since I'm preaching a self-improvement lifestyle, how to better yourself, you actually do get a little bit of that from literally just subbing and hitting notifications and commenting. So go binge my content, bro. The most dangerous thing you'll do today is to lose the battle with yourself. It's believing the first explanation that your monkey brain hands you and skipping the thing that you know you need to do, but instead you listen to this monkey brain that's telling you like, oh, I'm tired. That split-second decision will ruin your entire day. But the good thing is you don't have to fight that voice forever. If you're able to recognize it, if you meditate, if you write the excuse down, you will diminish its power over you. And if your brain is telling you, oh, this video is BS, this kid doesn't know what he's talking about, that's just your monkey brain making excuses, bro. Just trust me.